Before the Horizon is an exhibition dedicated to the depiction of the horizon, whether in painting or photography, sculpture, or installation, even in land art. It is structured as a series of conversations and dialogues that are organized anachronistically. That is to say, they don't follow a chronological order, but rather they're mixed, that the works of different artists are mixed from different periods. But it is organized thematically, and it starts with a room dedicated to Joan Miró, who was a master of the horizon, was very interested in horizons. Many of his compositions are dedicated to horizons, and he learned that from his teacher, Modest Urgell. Following that first room is a room dedicated to a Northern European horizon, because it was the Northern European artists who first noticed the horizon, who looked at it differently, and who first started depicting it on their canvases and giving it the importance it had. Following that first room is a room dedicated to the French avant-garde, with different examples from different periods of French painters or Francophile painters. And right after that, there's a whole section dedicated to seascapes. And following that, there's a section about a more contemporary landscape with a more critical gaze on the kind of, so to speak, destruction of the landscape. So the horizon is a not so pristine horizon as in the first period or the first phase that we cover in the exhibition. It is a horizon that is also changing, or the regard on the horizon is changing. Then there's a second section, big section, dedicated to the American horizon with the great masters, both abstract and figurative, the great masters of the North American horizon, culminating in a room dedicated to the skyline with, for instance, the San Francisco panorama by Edward Muybridge, but also kind of with an homage to the work developed by Ed Ruscha on urban landscapes and hence on urban horizons. To finish the exhibition, there's a section devoted to the post-colonial horizon, to the horizon seen through the eyes of alterity, of the other. And to close the exhibition, there is an epilogue where all the lessons that we've learned throughout the exhibition are gathered and put together as a sort of like summary of what we can actually learn from the representation of the horizon.